Okay, let's get started. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, can you type it into the chat box and we'll get started. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Let's get started. So thanks again for attending the webinar. We wanted to thank you for all the hard work and time you've put into this translation project. We know it's been a long process, but we thank you so much for everything. And we're really excited for you to use Proxio to build your business and be this great new tool for you to connect with real estate agents from all over the world. So our agenda, we'll go over some market trends. I'll give you an overview of Proxio, and I'll spend a lot of time in a demo just showing you how you can really get the most out of the system. Go over some of our other services which you have access to, and leave some time for Q&A at the end. So just what's going on right now, you guys are real estate agents, you kind of probably know a lot of this, but foreign buyers are making a huge difference. Last year, $82.5 billion of U.S. residential property was sold to international buyers. They paid cash 62% of the time, and they paid nearly double in price. So where are these foreign buyers coming from? They're coming from everywhere, but the highest number of them are coming from Canada. Second behind Canada is China. Buyers from mainland China and Hong Kong are buying many luxury properties and paying cash in many U.S. cities. So multilingual is really the new norm in the U.S. I'm sure you guys are aware how multilingual is so important. In California, where we're from, over 43% of the people speak a language other than English at home. And that's why we're leveraging the power of being able to reach those multilingual buyers through Proxio Pro. And that's why, we want to make sure all of our translations are authentic and really get you all involved in that. So what is Proxio Pro? Proxio Pro is the only service exclusive to the real estate industry. It's available in over 100 countries, 6 continents, 30 currencies, and 19 languages. So you can see here, Beth in California is linked to Alan in Costa Rica, and Alan in Costa Rica is linked to Ophelia in Florida, and they're all connected through their listings. So we often say it's like a LinkedIn for real estate agents because you have access to this great network of agents from all over the world that you can network with and market yourself to. Proxio Pro is one of the largest connections of global listings. Listings are accepted in over 19 languages, as you guys are aware, and over 400 fully translated fields, which I'm sure you guys are fully aware of after having to go through all of that. We have the instant listings translations, which can be emailed and printed just at the click of one of these flag buttons. And so your translations, I believe they're not yet in the system, but they will be in the next few weeks. So you can look out for changes and see your hard work in play. We also offer global syndication on our partner site, worldproperties.com, which I'll get into a little later. But worldproperties.com is a consumer-facing site, so prospective clients and home buyers can come search for agents and search for properties there. You can also easily create marketing materials for clients and buyers, which I'll show you how to do, and those can also be translated. And reach your Facebook fans in 19 languages. You can post your listings to your Facebook timeline, and we also have a great Facebook app, which you guys will have access to as well, where you can generate leads all from your Facebook fan page. So let's get started with our demo. So this, if you haven't yet logged in to Proxio Pro, I hope you've all gotten your account info. This is where you log in, proxiopro.com, and you'll notice we have the flags here. So from the get-go, you can translate the platform into your language of choice, into your native language, whether it's Brazilian Portuguese or Japanese. And we really we encourage you to use the system in your native language, translate it into the different languages, and we're really excited for you guys to be on board and use this and see all your hard work in play. So enter your username and password and click login. So you'll notice here, this is the home page. We call it the big button page because of these big buttons. You'll notice we have the languages at the top here. So again, you can use the whole platform in your native language or English, whichever you prefer. Encourage you, again, to use it in your native language, play around with it, see if you have any other suggestions for us in terms of languages. Whatever, you can use it in any of the languages, and it is instantly translated. So for the sake of the demo, I'll use it in English. Over here, you'll notice, so you guys will be premium members. I'll denote that there, so you'll know that. A good place to get started when you first log in to kind of see what's going on in the system is the profile network overview over here. So if I click that, this is a good place when you come in kind of just to see what's going on in the system. So your contact info, and you can see what's going on within your network, so within your agency and within your network, how many new properties and so on, what's going on with your connections. There's a public message board so you can talk to your fellow agents. Great way to keep the conversation going. And over here in the top right, we have really a snapshot of the network at this time. So we have over 140 countries, over 190,000 agencies, over 600,000 agents, and over 3 million listings. And this is always updated in real time. So as things happen in the system, these numbers are always updated. You'll see the newest agents in the system. If they speak another language, that'll show up here too. It just so happens these ones are all only speaking English. We also have the newest Proxio Pro listings showing up here as well. So this is just a good place, like I said, to get started, kind of just see what's going on if you want to. One of the most important things when you first log into your account is to complete your profile. And the way you do that is click this profile link on the top right next to the icon of the person in a green shirt. And this is really important because oftentimes other agents will search for agents to network with from the information that you fill out here. So the top is just defaults. That's just preference, you know, country, square meters or square feet, currency, date format, and so on. The middle is the really important stuff. This is where you want it to be as complete as possible. If you speak your other, you know, put in your other language that you speak here. If you speak a third one, put that in. Affiliations, specialties, definitely, personal website, social media links, definitely upload photos, and so on. Oftentimes we see agents search for other agents by language or by specialties, and so you guys already have that upper hand speaking a second language. You can put that here and you can be searched by that language. So it's really important that this is filled out as complete as possible. If you ever need to change your password, you can change that here as well. Just be sure if you change anything on this page, click Save Changes when you're done. So I'm going to click this Proxio Pro link in the top left corner, and this will at any time take me back to the big button page. And you'll notice this profile link is always available to me, so wherever I am in the system, I can always come back to that and update, edit, do anything there. So the next thing I'm going to show you to do is one of the most important things that you're going to want to do is to build your referral network. So you can click Build My Referral Network here, or you'll notice on this left-hand side we have a lot of different navigations. So this is just a matter of preference. You can click Agents, and it'll do the same thing as Build My Referral Network. So you'll notice here, I can search for other agents by geography, by country, by state, by language, designations within groups, or do a text search. So it's really important you have all of this filled out in your profile. So you'll notice a few things here in this left column. This denotes my network connection status. So the star means that I've networked with this agent. The triangle with the exclamation in the middle means I have a pending invitation. And the handshake icon means that I haven't networked with this agent, but I can. So the agent names are all hot links. I can click on it to view their profiles. This is their membership level, city, state, language, and specialty. So you'll notice these show up in the search results, in every search result. So really important, fill out your language, or another, and if you have a third language, definitely fill that out too. Specialties, definitely fill that out. So I'll do a quick search. So let's say I'm a Brazilian agent and I'm looking for an agent in Florida who speaks Brazilian Portuguese and specializes in luxury properties. So I picked Florida here. I was already in the US. I chose Brazilian Portuguese, and in the text search field I typed in luxury. And I'll click this green button. And you'll notice these are all the agents that match my search criteria. So you'll notice our premium members, which you guys all are, show up higher in search results. So that's an extra boost you get. You show up higher in search results. And you'll notice I haven't networked with any of these agents. You'll also notice they all have Brazilian Portuguese in their language, and they all have luxury listed in their specialties. So again, really powerful. The search, when you're building a referral network, it's powerful the way you can search by language, by specialties, and really build a network that benefits you and will help you build your business. So let's say I want to network with one of these agents, but I want to know more. I can click on their name. So let's say I'm interested in networking with Julio. So I clicked his name, and you'll see here he has a great complete profile. So not only has he filled out his different languages, he's filled out specialties, he's provided links and contact info, he's joined many different groups, which I'll show you how to do in a bit, and he's also networked with 77 agents. So he has really created a network that he can leverage and build his business. So this is what you want your profile to look like. And of course, he's uploaded a photo, which is very important. So if I want to invite him, I can click invite from here. And I get this pre-formatted email to him. So if, let's say Julio's first language is Brazilian Portuguese, this will go to him in Brazilian Portuguese. Now, let's say I can make any changes to this. So let's say I make any changes and I want to write my own thing to him. That will go to him in English. And the reason is, as you guys know, we only use native speakers for our translations. And so you guys know you've done all these great translations for us. So we can't possibly know what people might type to their network invites. And so we only translate that pre-formatted one that we had before. We don't translate any free-form text, and that's because of all the hard work we do, we really value the translations by native speakers, and so we only translate we don't translate the free-form text entered by agents. But if, let's say you speak Brazilian Portuguese, you can type him a little note in Brazilian Portuguese. And just click send when I'm done. So if I click my agent network here, I can see I can see my network. So I can see who I've networked with and what's going on. I can see their languages and so on. And the great thing I can do here is I can check the box of next to a few of them. I can send them an email, send a referral. And so it's just a great way to keep the conversation going with everyone that I've networked with. So if we go back to our big button page, I'll show you how to search for properties. So again, I can click search for properties here, or I can do a property search. I can click this link in the left-hand navigation. So I'll click this big button, and I'll do a quick property search. So since we're all in California, let's do a search in California. Let's try in Los Angeles. And let's say we're looking for a property between 1 million and 5 million. So the great thing we have a lot of drop-down menus to make it as easy as possible for you to find different things, to narrow your search. And you'll notice this number here has updated as I've updated my search criteria. So it really narrows in search and in real time, so I can get exactly what I need. So I'll click search, and I'll get all the homes that match my search criteria, or all the properties that match my search criteria. So you'll notice this property at the top looks different than the properties at the bottom, and that's because this property is a premium listing. So it shows up in an expanded format with a photo. Now, as our premium members, you guys have 5 premium listings included in your membership. So you can mark those listings as premium, and they show up at the top in search results, which is really great. You get this extra visibility, an extra boost of exposure for you and your properties. So let's say I want to view this property. I'll just click on it, and I can see all the property details, and I can translate it from here. So using this drop-down menu, I can translate it into any of our 19 languages. And the great thing I can do here is I can email it right away in its translated form to my clients, or I can print it out for them as well. And so it's just a great way to really leverage this system for my multicultural buyers. So another great thing I can do, you'll notice here, this is someone else's property. What I can do, if I go back to my search results, I can check the box next to the property, and under View Report, if I choose Client Report and I click the green button, I have the same exact property we just viewed, but now it's courtesy of Keller Williams but presented by me. So it has my contact info and photo logo at the bottom, so that when I translate this out and email it or print it, it has my contact information readily available at the bottom. So just a little trick to know to use to your advantage when you're in the system. So I'm going to go back to our big button page by simply clicking this Proxio Pro link in the top left. And so I showed you how to build your referral network and search for properties, and I had mentioned our global partner site, World Properties. And so I'll show you real quick how that works. So this is worldproperties.com, and this is a consumer-facing site. So while Proxio Pro is just a network for agents, it's only agents can have access to it. Worldproperties.com is open to the public. So as a prospective home buyer, I can come to this site and search for an agent, or I can search for properties that match my needs. So you'll notice here we have some featured properties, and this is constantly rotating. And so the great thing about your membership as a premium member, you have those 5 featured listings. Once you mark them as premium, as featured, which I'll show you how to do, they'll be rotating on the homepage of World Properties, so prospective home buyers can come see them too. So I'll show you the search that we just did in Proxio Pro. So we were looking in California, I believe in Los Angeles, for property between $1 million and $5 million. So I'll click go. And since it was a premium listing in Proxio Pro, it's a premium listing here, so it shows up at the very top in search results, the exact same one we just viewed. And so this was syndicated automatically. You don't have to do anything. Your properties will be syndicated automatically to World Properties. So that's just a little extra feature. We can also do agent searches. So we were searching. I clicked this agent link in the top right. So we were searching in the US for someone in Florida who spoke Brazilian Portuguese. So I'll click go. And we can see here our friend Julio shows up in our search results there as well. So just a little trick. Again, this is all done automatically. You don't have to do anything. You and your properties are syndicated to worldproperties.com. So let's go back into Proxio Pro. And the next thing I'll show you how to do is add a listing. So coming in we get a lot of different feeds, so we may have your properties in our system already, or we can get them into the system. But let's say you ever have a great property that's not coming in through a feed, or for any reason it's not in the system yet, you can add it manually, and it's really easy to do. Let's say you have a great property that's an international property, you can add that here, and it's very simple, just takes a couple minutes. So I'll click add a listing here, or add property from this left-hand navigation. And so we have 4 tabs. Everything that's red is required. So the first one is kind of just property details, address, what type of property it is, and so on. The second is description, so bedrooms, bathrooms, type of heating, type of kitchen, type of roof, that sort of stuff. The third, very simple, features for the building, the grounds, and nearby. So this you just click, very simple, just click what matches your property, and so on. And the fourth is where you add your text and your photos. So let's say I have a great property and I want to edit it. Let's say I found out the type of heating is different. I'll simply go to edit property here. And you'll see this is my one property I have. If I click on this pencil icon, I can edit it. So I can change the name, or let's say I found out the type of heating was actually solar, and I found out that it's near some shops. I can do that. I can just click the buttons, very easy. And let's say I want to add some more pictures. Let me go to add text and photos. And I can add a photo by clicking add photo here. Browse my computer right now and add from there. I can also reorder the images really simply. Let's say I don't want this one to be my first, and I like this way better, and so on. Very simple, just drag and drop what works for you. Just make sure you click save, and then done. So another great thing you'll notice here, so I'd mentioned the freeform text isn't translated in a property, in the property details, but you can kind of get around that. I have my property details here in English, and then in language 2, I can enter property details in the language of my choice. So the great thing, let's say I have a property that I know a lot of Spanish-speaking people will be viewing, might be interested in, I have entered it in Spanish for that benefit. So I'll click done. And as a premium member, it'll prompt me to make my listing premium. So let's say I do want to make my listing premium. Easy way to do that is just click make it premium now. And since I'm a premium member, it'll do that. Or let me X that and I can show you if I go back to edit properties. I can simply just click the star and it's asking me, are you sure you want to update this listing as premium listing? I'll say okay. And now it's premium. So now it'll show up highest in search results. Very simple. So let's say you had 5 properties, you could just click those stars and you'll be done. Let's go back to our big button page. So the next thing I will show you how to do is how to post your listings to the web. So I click that post listings to web. And from this navigation, I can either post it to my personal Facebook timeline or I can create a flyer. So we'll go with Facebook first. It's already checked, so I'll go next. Over here, it'll ask me to select my property. So I only have one, so only the one is showing up. But let's say I had multiple, I could pick which one. Then click next. And then over here, it's just making sure this is what I want to do. And if I press go, let's say I'm logged into Facebook already, a little dialog box will pop up where I can enter a little blurb about it before I post it directly to my Facebook timeline. If I'm not logged in, it'll prompt me to log in to Facebook, and then I can enter my little blurb. So if we go back to that same navigation and I click it again, I'll show you how you can easily make a flyer. So I can hover over these different 8 different flyer templates we have and see which one I really like. So let's say I really like this one. I'll click next, choose the property, click next. And now I get this awesome marketing flyer for my property that I can save as a PDF to email out. I can print it, and I can easily translate it as well into any of the 19 languages. So let's go back to our big button page. If you guys have any questions at any time, again, feel free to type it into the chat box and I will be sure to answer them. At any time you have a question, just type those in and I will get to them. So the next thing I'll show you to do, I'd mentioned some groups. We have a lot of different groups in Proxio Pro. Let me click this Find a Group to Join button. And so we have a lot of different communities, associations, and different brokerages that you can browse and join and really get the most out of the system. Again, I had mentioned a lot of times agents search for other agents by group. So it's important that you join different groups, whether you're also part of Keller Williams or ILHM. Be sure to join these different groups. We have, like I said, some different associations, whether you're part of ARIA, you can just browse the different groups and associations we have and different agencies as well. So a lot of different choices that you can join and network with other agents. So let's go back and I'll show you how to join. So some of these groups are private and some are public. So if I click info/join, if it's private, you can request to join and you can be approved that way. If it's public, you can just join right away. So I'm looking at the Institute for Luxury Home Marketing group. We have just a blurb about what the group is about, their newest listings, a group message board where they can talk to other agents within this group about whatever, advice or properties or so on. And over here you can search all the agents within the group. So this is a kind of powerful tool because let's say I'm looking for someone in ILHM who speaks Mandarin. And I can click the green button and view my search results. So you can see here we have a handful of agents who speak Mandarin. And so this is really powerful. This search was so narrow within ILHM agents who speak Mandarin. So it's very important you join different groups to show up like this. So maybe I want to network with all of these agents to build my business and so on. So a great way to network with other agents within different groups and really find someone who matches what you're looking for to help you build your business. So let's go back to our big button page. Now, if at any time you forget any of this or you need a refresher, you can always give us a call. You can attend another webinar. We should be sending, I believe we'll be sending you a link to this as well. But let's say you're in the system and you don't have time for any of that. You can always come to this middle button, the View Getting Started Guide button. If I click it, I have everything that we're going over today and plus some all in this link. So I have a video, user guide and tips, whether it's FAQ or some how-tos, whether it's how to add photos or make your listing premium, or just how to use Proxio, going over everything we went over. We have a previously recorded webinar, contact information, and in the Market Yourself section, we have some great stuff. We have news you can use. We have a great listing tool you can include in your listing presentations, marketing tips, some infographics you can use, and so on. So this you can come back to at any time. Whenever you're in the system, it's always available to you to help you. Okay, so I have a great question here about a listing that was entered under business opportunity. So the property includes a lake house, storage buildings, and a boat shop. And he's asking how was this the best category to use, and how will agents and potential buyers find this listing? Would they have to be looking for business opportunities in Texas in order to see the listing, and how can you push it out there? So great question. One of the first things you can do, definitely mark it as premium so that it shows up in search results. So when I had done a search for properties earlier, I personally didn't pick I didn't list it under, I didn't search for a specific product. If people are searching for a specific product, whether it's business opportunity or home or whatever, then it'll only show up in that specific product. But oftentimes I've noticed when people are using the system, they don't necessarily always type in what they want because sometimes they're looking for variations, whether it's a house or an apartment or condo. Since your property especially has a lake house and storage buildings and a boat shop, I think business opportunity is definitely a good product to put it under. Marking it as premium will make it show up highest in search results. And what I would do, another great way to push it out there, is I would network with other agents in Texas and network with them, talk to them, and see if they can help you get the word out more. Maybe they have more contacts that can help you out there. And I think that would definitely help you push it out there more. So let's get back to our presentation. We get asked a lot, does this really work? And the answer that we've seen overwhelmingly is yes, it really does. We have a couple success stories here. We have Martha Bailey, and she joined just last year in January, and it only took her a few months to build a network with agents in over 18 countries, which allowed her to recently make a $19 million sale. So this global network is an incredible tool that you can really leverage. Like the question you asked, she made a sale for a commercial development project. Yours is a business opportunity. So there's definitely a lot of options, and there's a lot of people looking for different things like this. So not only networking with people in Texas, but networking with other agents all over the world who may be having buyers looking for properties like that is really important. We also have Jerry here, who's had great leads in North America, in Poland, in India, and he recently had a big transaction that he says will pay for his subscription for years to come. So one of the most important things we really reiterate is how important it is when you're getting started to build your profile. If you have logged in and you haven't yet done this, this should be the absolute first thing you do when you get into the system. If you haven't logged in, do this first. Make sure your profile is complete. You can see here the profile on the left is incomplete. So not only will this person not show up in search results, because there's nothing to search for them by, but this also isn't someone you want to network with because you know absolutely nothing about them. So how would you know if this person could help you build your business, or be a referral, or to help you just talk about if you need advice about different properties in a different area. The property on the right is what you want your the profile on the right is what you want your profile to look like. This is a great complete profile. Picture, languages, everything is filled out from specialties and links to contact info. Join lots of different groups. So not only will this user show up in search results, but this is also someone you will want to network with because you know about them and you can see if this person will help you build your business. You can build your network by searching by language, by specialty, geography, or groups to find agents that can help you. And you guys can really gain from one another. So we have a few different agent packages. You guys have been given our premium agent package for 2 years. So your profile is featured in agent searches and Proxio Pro and World Properties. So you show up in higher in search results. So your profile, your properties, you get 5 featured listings and they show up at the top in search results in Proxy Pro and World Properties. And on World Properties, they're rotating on that front on their homepage constantly. You get our social search Facebook app and our multilingual IDX property search tool, which I'll show you both in just a moment. Okay, we have another question. Yeah, okay, so since you do have a premium membership, the listing is not automatically listed as premium. And the reason for that is because let's say you have 10 listings, we wouldn't want to mark the wrong ones as premium. So I'll show you real quick again how to do that. So, sorry, let's go back to our big button page. I'll click Edit Property from this left-hand menu. And over here, the star means I've marked it as premium as already. So let me unmark it. So now it's not marked. Okay, so we have this property. It's not premium. To mark it as premium, I simply click the star and it'll ask me, are you sure you want to update this listing as premium? I'll say okay, and it's automatically done as premium. So when you get to this edit property section, let's say you have 3 properties, you can just click the stars for those 3. Let's say you have 5, you can click all 5. Let's say you have 10, you can choose which 5 you want to do, or let's say you only want to make 2 premium, that's your choice. It's all very simple, you can do it there. And if you need to buy more, premium listings are available to be purchased for $30 a quarter per property. So let me go over our social search Facebook app, which you guys will be getting. So we'll have a separate webinar too for you guys on social search and Facebook and how to really leverage Facebook to build your business. But right now I'll give you a quick overview while you're here. So this is a Facebook fan page. It's a demo site for social search. But you'll notice this is a fan page, not a personal Facebook page. And the reason is because as per Facebook's rules, Facebook applications have to be on fan pages. And so since social search is a Facebook app, it's on a fan page. So over here, if I click property search, you'll notice a few things. So right now we have 5 languages. We're working on getting more. So we have Spanish, English, Brazilian Portuguese, French, and Chinese right now. So soon we'll have more. So we'll go back to English. You can do a property search. There's a lot of great features here. And so the really great thing about social search, you don't have to do anything. Your clients come here to your Facebook page and they can search for your properties and your IDX properties without ever having to leave Facebook. So it's a really great way to generate leads, to drive traffic back to your Facebook page, and it reaches across the different social media platforms, which I'll show you. So let's do a property search. So let's say I'm looking for a property with a minimum price of $1 million. And I'll click search. And so these are all the properties that match my search criteria. So let's say as a prospective home buyer, I'm really interested in viewing some of these properties side by side because I need to make a more educated decision and I'm really interested in some of them. So I'll simply click compare and you'll notice here the thumbnail populated into this little box and I can compare up to 3 properties. So let's say I'm also interested in this one and this one. So I have my 3 properties and they've all populated into these little boxes and I'll click compare. And now I have this great property comparison side by side. So I can see the number of bedrooms side by side, I can see the number of bathrooms side by side, half baths and so on, and even some of the property remarks, which is just a really great thing for your prospective home buyers to come and do their own research, compare, and leverage the power of social media. So I can send this to my friends, I can send this to a group, I can send it to specific email addresses, and I can ask, vote, or, what do you think, and so on. And this will be sent to them in a private Facebook message. So it's a great way to drive traffic back to your Facebook page and generate leads on social media and really keep the conversation going about you and your business on social media. Another great thing I can do, so let's say I'm really interested in this first property here. If I want to view more details, if I click View Details, I can see this in an expanded format. So I can, property details here, which I just saw. Lots of photos. I can see exactly where it's located on a map and see the property remarks as well. And you also notice at the top and bottom of every page we've been to, there's been this contact information. So a great way, keep your name fresh in whoever's on your Facebook page and really help you build your business. So Linda Smith, I can, wherever I am as a prospective home buyer, if I need to call her about this property right away, I can call her or I can email her. The great thing here, I'd mentioned reaching across social media platforms. I can like this property, I can share it, I can tweet it, or I can pin it. And so it really reaches across the social media platforms. Not only is this a Facebook app, but it's also reaching people on Twitter, on Pinterest, and really helping you keep a presence on social media and generate leads through social media. So let's say I'm really interested in this property and I want to request more information. I fill this out and click send. And since this is an IDX capable app, if this isn't your property, the leads will still go to you when it's coming through this form. So it's just a great way to generate leads, drive traffic, really a great tool for you to make that presence on Facebook. So let's go back to our property search and I'll show you another quick feature that's really great. So let's say I really like that property. I can click save. And let's say I really like the other property I viewed too. I'll click save. So I can leave your Facebook page, and as a client, anytime I come back, if I go to saved properties, it'll know it's me and it'll show the two properties I had previously saved, which is a great way, again, drive traffic back to your Facebook page, give people a reason to come back. And it makes your client's life simpler. Let's say they spent a long time doing a search and they found these two properties they really liked, but they have to go, they have to close their page, maybe their computer shut down or something. Saving it allows them to not have to go through all that search again, and they have it readily available to view or to show their friends and so on. So it's just a quick overview of our Facebook app. Another great thing we have, which you'll have access to, is our multilingual property search tool. Give it a second to load. And so over here, this is a agent's personal website. And she has this little rectangular box that she's installed with all these different flags. So clients, people who come to her personal website can search for properties in 19 languages from without having to leave her personal website, which is really great. So I can search for listings. Let's say I'm looking in Florida. I can click any of these and it'll search in that language. For the sake of this demo, I'll do it in English. And I'll click search. And again, here I can translate into any of the 19 languages. This is a great tool for your personal website. If I click learn more on any of these properties, again, social media presence, I can tweet it, like it, pin it, email it, print it. Another great thing that I can do, I had mentioned IDX capable. This is also IDX capable, so it's a multilingual IDX search tool. If I request more information, the leads also go to me. So another great way to generate leads from your personal website. So I mentioned our premium listings, which you have access to 5, and if you need more, you can always get more. So Proxio Pro is really opens your doors to global opportunities. And with your guys' help, we've really been able to make sure that's authentic. The translation project has been incredibly important, and we're so thankful to all of you for really helping us make sure everything's authentic, for making sure when people are using the system and sending their properties out that it's accurate, when they're using it in their own native language, that it's accurate and they know what everything means. And that allows agents around the world in the system to really connect to an international network of real estate professionals, promote themselves and their listings, and sell to more buyers around the world, which we really hope that you'll be able to do as well. So we have time for questions. Let's see what's going on. If you have any questions, you can type them in right now, and I'd be happy to answer them. What is the relationship between Point 2 agents and Proxio? So we do have a partnership with Point 2 agents. I'm not completely sure what the exact membership details are, but there is a partnership, and Point 2 agents are in Proxio Pro. I can email you directly if you'd like to know more about that. Do you have any other questions? Okay, yeah, I will definitely be sure to email you about the Point 2 relationships. Okay, well, if we don't have any more questions, again, thank you so much. We're really excited. Okay, yeah, Point 2 agents within Proxio Pro. I know they're in there. I know there's a specific type of partnership. It's a little different. So I will email you once I do some research here, and I'll let you know what the deal is there. Again, thank you guys so much for all your hard work. We could not be more grateful. This has been an awesome project. We know you put in a lot of hard hours, and we're hoping that you'll be really able to use the system to leverage it to your advantage, to build a network with agents from all over the world, and use see your translations in action, and see how they've been authentically entered and how they're accurate. And we're really excited to have you all on board. Thank you so much.